Hey guys, what is up and welcome to the channel. I am back guys, and we're back here working on the 98 Mustang GT that I bought for 800 bucks. We're finally going to be putting some performance parts onto this motor that is 100% stock. We're going to be installing a performance improvement intake, or a PI intake. And in order for us to get this PI intake to work on here, we're going to have to do some modification and stuff. Just kind of like convert some parts over to the 99 to 2004 way. And also I want to say thank y'all so much for 500 subscribers. I greatly appreciate the support that y'all been giving to the channel here lately, and I'm hoping this year to reach 1,000 subscribers, which I believe we will if we continue to grow like we do. So if you're watching, you haven't subscribed, consider subscribing. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and show y'all the PI intake and everything. Yeah, here's the PI intake that I'm going to be installing onto my 98 Mustang GT. And I went with the Ford Performance one. Yeah, right there, Ford Performance. I was suggested to go with this one instead of going with the aftermarket one, which I believe is a Dormant one or something. It says stick with this one, it's the best to go with. So I got that. Also I got a bit here, 3/8 I believe it is. Yeah, 3/8 bit and 3764 for that. Yeah, there's the numbers right there. So we're gonna need that in order to put one of these places right here, one of these over here, because we gotta put a heater sensor over here. So that's one of the modifications we gotta do to this intake, and that's something I'm kind of a little nervous about doing. Never done anything like that, but I think I got it. And we got a RTV gasket. We're gonna need that, a little bit of that, in order to get this gasket here to work without leaking and stuff. And also these are gaskets from 99 to 2004, because the 96 to 98s ain't gonna work with it. And the heater hose from 99 to 2004, because the 96 to 98s ain't gonna work with it. And because we need the heater tube to go like this, upward, when the 96 or 98s they go like that, downward. We need it upward like that, so that this intake can go all the way down, and we're gonna be able to bolt it down. If we use the 96 or 98, it ain't gonna go all the way down because the heater hose is gonna block it. Yeah, because this intake here is a lot bigger. Well, not too much, but a little bit bigger. This right here is more deeper, it goes deeper. And also the runners up here are more wider and stuff, in order to create more airflow, which I believe this is supposed to give the car like maybe 10 or 12 more horsepower, something like that. Yeah, I got that. And also the nipple here. Yeah, we need a nipple for 99 to 2004, because the nipples on there are a little smaller, and I don't think they're gonna fit onto here. I think that's all the stuff we're gonna need in order to get this to work, and plus all the bolts and stuff to take the bolts and screws and stuff to take things off. And if you're wondering how much this all cost me, because I got all this stuff brand new, I didn't go to the junkyard to get anything. This all cost me around 340 bucks for all this stuff. So if you're going to get your PI intake new and go with the Ford Performance and the bits and RTV and heater hose and gasket and stuff, look to spend around maybe $300 or a little over $300 for all this stuff. I know people go to the junkyard to find this stuff, and sometimes you can find them pretty cheap. So yeah, let's let y'all know that. Okay, so guys, I want to let you know I'm not a professional mechanic or anything like that. I'm just a guy who's just learning how to do things, you know, working on his own car, trying to learn as he goes, kind of teach myself some stuff. So I'm gonna make mistakes. I had to go on YouTube, look around for videos on how to do this. So I found some pretty good videos on it, and I think I got this down, guys. So if I make any mistakes or anything like that, or say something wrong, let me know in the comments below, guys, because I'm always willing to learn things, because I know a lot of y'all that watch these videos know a lot more than I do. So let's know that, guys. So all right, so let's see what we gotta do here. But the first thing we're gonna do is probably go ahead and undo this negative cable here, so that way we don't have no power going, because we gotta remove this alternator and everything. We're gonna do that probably, and then go over here and probably drain all the fluids out of the radiator, and then probably get this throttle off, here, take all this throttle off, unplug everything. Gonna try to take the throttle and the whole intake here, leave it in one piece, and just kind of put it to the side. That's what I'm gonna try to do. So I won't have a bunch of stuff all over the place. Do that, and probably go move on to the alternator, get the alternator off, and the pulley for the water pump and everything, and then take all the wire harness and fuel rails and stuff off, and then go work on the intake and everything. So that's kind of like a little bit of the plan. We'll see how things go and everything. So I guess we'll go ahead and start it, get this off here. So now we got the radiator drained out and everything. Now we're gonna go ahead and take this throttle off along with the quarter intake and everything. So we'll go over here and start unplugging this stuff here. Plug that. Got all that unplugged there. Now we'll go over here and probably just go ahead and take out these 10mm bolts, which should be 5 of them. After we unplug all that too. Plug this. A little bit of pain. Alright, got that. Well, there's a hose there. Also right here, this needs to be unplugged as well. Plug that. I believe that's all that's plugged up here. All this is gonna come out with the intake right here. It should all come out with the intake, so we'll take that off right now. I'll check back here in the back and see. Everything's good. But now all we're gonna do is after we unplug all that, let's get the bolt right there out. Bolt's right there, and there's a bolt right there, and if you can see down there, there's another one right there. No, I ain't got too much light there, but there's another one there, and one right here. Should be 5 of them. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Get that off. Oh yeah. Also take that off there. Get that off, and then go over here to this. I'll show you in a minute here. Get all these bolts off here. Now these are 8mm bolts, not 10. I thought they were 10, but they're 8, not 10. There we go. Got it, guys. Well, guys, there is a tube back here I didn't show you how to take off. Right there, back here behind the throttle, that we need to take off, and I think that's it, guys. So now I'm gonna take this and push it all the way over there. Now we got that intake off. Probably what I'm gonna do next, I'm gonna go ahead and move this off here. That way I have some room to get to this pulley here that we gotta get off. Go ahead and get that off there. So I took the this heater hose off, or I mean radiator hose. Yeah, the radiator hose, the 2 bolts there, 10mm, so I can have some room to get to this pulley. Had a little bit of water up in there. Yeah, my antifreeze fluid was brown, so I guess it had a little bit of fluid still up in here some, so I got a little bit everywhere. So I'm gonna go ahead and take these 4 bolts off here for the pulley. So 10mm, go from there. Alright, so I got the pulley out. Now I gotta get this belt off, which I gotta ratchet in here. It's 1/2 inch. Put it right in there. You can see right there. Right in there. 1/2 inch. Go back in there. Anyways, alright guys, there goes the belt. The belt is off of there. Go ahead and get the rest of this belt off here. And there goes the pulley. Over there, right now. So alright guys, so now we got the pulley off, the water pulley. So I am going to be putting a new water pump on here, and then plus we got to take the water pump anyways off in order to put that nipple on. So yeah, let's get this alternator off next. Get these spark plugs out of the way. They're here. Alright, so we got a bolt right there we got to take off, and then we got to take off these these bolts here. There's 3 of them, looks like. 1, 2, 3. And then we got 2 down here. Alright, so I got the alternator off. Basically, you know, it was connected right there with that, which was 10 millimeter. Right there was 8. I think I have to take those off right now. And plug it up with this. Plug right there in the back there. You'll see when you get the alternator off. And some 10 millimeter bolts right down here at the bottom. So yeah, got that all off there. And next, I'm gonna go ahead and get these fuel rails off, which are connected by 8 millimeters. One right there, one right there, and I already got the 2 bolts back there to back off. Right over there. Yeah, right there. Right there. The 2 bolts. 8 millimeters. It's all connected to this super fuel rail. It's to the fuel rail. I'm gonna get those off, and then probably move on to the wire harness. Just hold on by the bolt over there, if y'all can see right there. And it's gonna be stuck in the fender wall with some plastic tabs. Just pull out. So yeah, let's get all this stuff off. So I got the bolts out of the fuel rail. They'll unplug this from right here, this, and also unbolted this. It was bolted right there. Let me pull it back here. Yeah, there we go. Unbolted that. It was bolted right there like that, and this is plugged into there. Unplug that. Unbolted that, and came over here and unbolted the wire right there. The power supply stuff, power cable. Yeah, power cable thing. Unbolted that there, and undid it from there and stuff. Now we're gonna go ahead and wiggle these fuel rails out. Hopefully they'll come out. There we go. Well, we might have a little bit of gas come out some, so watch out for that. And go ahead and get these out as well. There we go. So yeah, basically wiggle all that out. And smooth this wire harness and these fuel rails all back here. So go ahead, pull everything back here. The fuel rails with the wire harness and everything. Got them all pulled back this way after I loosened everything up. Also had to unloose these hoses here that was connected to the fuel rail. That was connected back here to this, and a hose right here. It was had to undo these things, these clamps, which are like a flat head. Had to get off there. So yeah, I had to undo that in order to get all this to come back. So I got everything back here. And also I found out, guys, I really didn't have to unplug this thing that was starting to unplug. It actually came off with this thing. It was hung up back there in the back with something back here. So now basically all I gotta do now is get these 9 bolts out of the intake. And I already got the hoses off right here. The one hose, which is hold by a clamp there onto there. And the bolt, there's a bolt back here as well. So there'll be 9 to the intake. 1 right there, 1 right there, 1 right there, and right there, and right there, and right there, right there, right there, and right there. That should be the 9 of them. So get those off, get the intake out of here, and yeah, we should be ready to start getting this performance intake on there now. All right then. So we got the intake off after we took those 9 10 millimeter bolts off of there. And I gotta put something in these ports here so we can keep the trash out. So I'll go ahead and do that. So I cleaned it up a little bit. Looks pretty nice there. Got it pretty cleaned. And also, guys, man, check out how rusty my heater tube is. Man, looks pretty bad. Good thing we're gonna be replacing that with the 99 2004 here in a little bit. So we have that replaced. And also I gotta get this water pump off here in a minute. But let me go ahead and show y'all the difference in between the non-PI and the PI intake. So here's the non-PI, guys, and here is the PI intake. You can already look right there, guys, and you can see the difference really. This one's a lot taller. Also the runners up here are wider than this one, than the non-PI, and down here is more deeper and more narrow, and this one is more shorter, fatter. So the way this one's set up here, by being like this, deeper and more wider runners up here, is to create more airflow for the motor, which in turn was to create more horsepower. So hopefully this will give us about 10 or 12 more horsepower. And also you can see another difference in these. See, this right here has got 2 places for these sensors, and over here we only got 1. So we got to make a place for this sensor over here on the performance intake. And also on the bracket here, since I'm going to be using my stock bracket, I'm going to have to make some extra holes on here in order to get this to fit on here. You can see, well, then again guys, hey, I think it's just going to fit on there right there like that. So I may not have to change this out, guys. Either someone had to change this out before, but this is going to fit on there just fine like that. I thought I was going to have to drill some extra holes on there, but it don't look like, guys. I'm going to be able to use this one. So either it was changed out before, but well, I guess I'm not going to have to, guys, do no modification on that. So basically all the modification I'm going to do right now is basically just put a place right here for this sensor right here. And also I got a new thermostat that I'm going to put in here. I ain't going to be using that one, so yeah, I guess we'll go ahead and do that next, guys. And then probably work on these gaskets here, do some modifications to these in order to get on there. Got this set up here. We're going to go ahead and make a place over here for that sensor. Since this one got 1 place, we got to put one right here. And over here is the stuff I got. Go ahead and use some small bits and then move up to a bigger bit. Now the size bit here, this is the size bit that we need to get the hole to, which is 3764. 3764 is the size bit that we need in order to get this hole size. And over here is the thread drill, which is 3/8. If y'all can see there, but it's 3/8/18. I'll try to put those in the description, guys, so I can find them. But basically we're going to start right here, start tapping a place right here, so we can start drilling these drill bits in here. Start with small, then move up to the size we need. So alright guys, so after you get your hole drill there, you want to get your thread drill, which is 3/8 here. Put it in there and take your wrench, get you a wrench or something, stick it on there like that. Get your wrench or something like that, make sure it's tight in there, and then start threading it in there like that. Just thread it in there, thread it in there until you get your thread all set up and fixed. Now I already did mine's already, guys, but basically that's what I did. Took that and I threaded it in there with this. Just keep on twisting it until it got down in there deep enough. And you can see right here, yeah, here it is there. It goes in there, all good, stuff like that. So now basically all I'm gonna do is go ahead and clean all these shavings out, spray it out, wash it out, put some tape on here, then we'll be done with that. So then now we're gonna go ahead and move on to the heater hose and get that on, get that stuff together. Next I'm gonna go ahead and do the heater hose next, guys, and then probably work onto the gasket. I figured we best go ahead and do this. So we'll go ahead and get this old one out here, which is just hold on by the hose right there, unclamp the hose right there, if you can see right there, clamp the hose, and there's a bolt back there in the back that we got to undo. All right, so I already went ahead and undone the hose, undone the bolt back there. I gotta hammer this out here, and then we're gonna go ahead and change out the nipple as well. So once you get the hose off of the heater hose and the bolt back there, you probably have to hammer this out a little bit, kind of hit it like that a little bit, hammer it, which mine's came loose there. And I got fluid coming out of there. Somehow some fluid might come out, but no drain out there. So yeah, let's get that out of there. Here. Now we gotta get this nipple out, guys. We gotta get this nipple out so that we can put the other nipple on. But in order for us to get this out, we gotta take the water pulley off. So we're gonna go ahead and get these. These are 13mm bolts. There should be 4 of them on the water pulley. Let's go ahead and get these out, guys. There we go. Might have to hammer this out a little bit. It's probably gonna be tight in there. All right, so we got it out, guys. Hold on by 13 of those millimeter bolts. Yeah, there's a mess in there. So we're gonna go ahead and clean this stuff out, guys. Right in there. Put y'all right there. Clean all that mess out of there, and work on hammering that nipple out. So in order for me to get that nipple out, I'm gonna have to hammer it out. I'll probably clean that up later, but I'm gonna have to hammer it with a hammer right here to hammer it out. Like that, guys. Let's knock it out of there. Should come out. Now we gotta put the new one in there. Before we put the new one, we're gonna clean this out. And in order to put the new one in, guys, we're gonna have to put something solid in there, because we gotta hammer it in there, inside there. I don't know if y'all can see there, but we gotta hammer it from in there to put the 99 to 2004 nipple in there. All right, guys, so it's in there. Let's get you something solid. Get something solid and just hammer it in there, like so. Watch, don't hammer your hand. And just hammer it until it's flush, guys. Until it's completely flush. Which is flush right there. So now once you get it all the way flush, guys, then we're gonna go ahead and put the hose on now, since it's now flush in there. So we got the water pump on there. Got that nipple on there. Also the heater tube. This is the 99 to 2004 heater tube. And that's the 99 to 2004 nipple in there. Got all that in there now, guys. Got that all fixed up. Now we're gonna work on getting these gaskets. So here are the 99 to 2004 gaskets that we're gonna have to put on there, because the 96 to 98s are not gonna work with it because of the difference in it. This is just not gonna seal correctly with the PI intake. So we gotta have the 99 to 2004 ones. And in order to get these to fit, guys, we gotta cut the tabs. We gotta cut the tabs right there. That tab, that tab, that tab, and that tab. Because these tabs do not line up the same like the 96 or 98s, which I'll show you. Like, see the holes there? Those holes are not gonna line up with the gasket. So we gotta basically cut them off. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut those tabs off there, guys. That way we have this thing smooth and I'll be able to fit on there correctly. And then I'll show y'all where we're gonna have to put the RTV gasket at in order to get this to correctly seal. So let's go ahead and get these all cut off. Make sure it's good, guys. One of these all down. Yeah. So now we got the tabs all cut off there. Got them all the way completely cut off. Make sure it's smooth and all. You know, it's like that, all the way cut off there to where it ain't gonna stop the seal. And now, guys, we're gonna have to put a little bit of RTV gasket right here in the corner here, a little bit there, in order to have this thing to seal correctly so it won't leak, because this gasket does come over a little bit onto here, and if you try to put it on there like that, it's gonna cause it to leak. So I'm gonna have to put a little bit of RTV gasket right there, and also back here in the back there's a place, the same place as well. I'm gonna put a little bit right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and put the RTV gasket there, and we should be ready to put the intake on then. Okay, guys, so we're gonna put a little bit right there, a little bit of a dab right there. Might be a little bit too much there. And then back there in the back as well. Put a little bit right there. Alright. Should be able to create a good seal there. Guys, so we got a little bit of dab of gasket there. A little bit over there. Hopefully we won't have no leak. Hope not. And squeeze it onto there like that. Let's kind of label this up here. Alright. Turn it that way. There we go. Alright. Hopefully it'll be good, guys. I hope we don't have no leak. I did watch Chris Fix video, and that's where they show us to put it. Chris Fix. Right there. So hopefully it'll be okay. No issues. So let's go ahead and get the intake on there. And we'll find out if we got any leaks, guys. I hope not. But yeah, I watched Chris Fix video, and that's where it shows us to put the RTV gasket at the there in order to get a good seal. So let's put this intake on. When we put the intake on, we gotta be careful not to wiggle this loose because we ain't got no tabs to keep it lined up. All right then. All right, guys. So I went ahead and just put everything back together. And I didn't record or nothing, but I will say, guys, it was a pain in the butt trying to get that intake in there without getting that gasket to move around, because you know we didn't got the tabs on there. So what I end up doing, guys, is basically just add a little bit more RTV gasket around the middle of the gasket. A little bit there, a little bit there, and let the RTV gasket dry up a little bit, and then went and put it on. Actually, I had someone help me too, somebody on this side and me on that side, so we can watch the gasket, make sure it's straightened up pretty good. And yeah, we finally got it in there, everything good. So now I'm gonna go ahead and crank it up and see how it goes. So alright, guys, so I got it cranked up. I let the motor warm up some, and so far I ain't got no leaks. Everything looks pretty good. Been warming up for about like 10 minutes or so, enough to where the water heat up and everything. And yeah, it looks good, guys. It looks good. Looks like I did a pretty good job. No leaks. Everything running pretty good. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off, guys. Yeah, guys, man, I did it. I put the performance intake on for the first time ever, and I think I did pretty good, guys. I think I did pretty good. I mean, like I said, I let this thing warm up for about like 5 or 10 minutes, and so far I don't look like I have any leaks or nothing. The vacuum leaks look like they're pretty good. Everything's hooked up right. So yeah. So yeah, that's gonna do it for this video, guys. I mean, I'm very proud of myself to be able to do this for the first time ever. And like I said before, guys, I'm not a professional and everything, so I did it. We got the performance intake on there. Probably next video I'll go test it out and everything, and see how it feels and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, y'all, and thank y'all for the continued support and all, and see y'all next time. Peace out.